Hey, I'm back. It's starting to get summer, so summer you get a lot of activity, a lot more rats, a lot more pests, and so I know I posted about 2 years ago was my first video. I got a lot of support, a lot of likes, and but I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been having problems with rats stealing the bait or the traps, and so I wanted to give a little tutorial. Man, that Red Bull's great. I want to get a little tutorial on how to set up a trap and some of the things that I've learned over the years of trapping hundreds of rats. So one of the first things that you do, I'm going to show you how to bait the trap. So what I reuse my traps, and as you can see, this Victor trap, it's the classic heavy duty springs. It's well used, and so it still works, but I bait it with peanut butter. And what I would recommend is that you put, you label the peanut butter rats so that you don't accidentally use that peanut butter for like a peanut butter sandwich or something, because it could be contaminated. I like to label it. I just get Jif or whatever's on sale and I label it. I've already decanted some. What I use when I typically don't use a kitchen knife. I have a whole bunch of knives here. These are my rat knives, basically, that I use to bait the trap with, and that way they stay away from the kitchen stuff, and I don't have any problem with contamination. So let me show you here. What I do is what I like to do is I like to take a walnut, and I try and, there's that little spike that's at the release mechanism, and so I try and cram that walnut in there without breaking it. Okay, so that way the rat has to work to steal the walnut, and then I butter it with a little bit of peanut butter. They do like peanut butter. They don't always like peanut butter. I do want to say that the greatest success I've had is when I found rats were eating a particular food, like they were getting my tomatoes, or we used to have an apple tree, and if they were getting apples, if you find that they're eating something, definitely use that for bait. But on sort of general rat, depredation that you're doing, the old peanut butter and walnut works good. Some people like to use bacon, I mean, the rats are smart. They might not like it. You might have to fool around with different stuff. So then you just basically, and this is where you want to be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself. You pull the trap back. There's a little release mechanism, and it looks like and there you go. It's set right there, and then it's set. So the other common mistake that people make is they'll set a trap. Let's say they saw rats running around in the yard. They'll just set the trap in the middle of the yard. Well, that's not good. Rats like to run along fences. They like to stay in covered areas. They don't like to be out in the open. So where I've had some good success is putting traps down low against the fence. And you always want to you don't want to go parallel, because the rat could come this way and not get it. You want to put the trap 90 degrees to the bait. I mean to the wall. And that way the rat running either way is going to come there, and they're going to get snapped. And we'll do a little demonstration. I will show you quickly. So for purposes, and this is for safety reasons, we have a rat. Rats don't really make that noise, but at night you can hear them running around. And so Mr. Rat is going to run along here, and he's going to see that, and he's going to go, oh, wow. Ah! See that? Right at the back of the head. Clean kill. 95% of my kills, 100% clean kill. It's immediate. It's painless. Well, I don't know. I'm not a rat, but it's really the most humane, if you can use that word for rats, way of catching the rat. Now, the other thing I want to show you is that these Victor traps, you can reuse them. And so what I do, so I got the rat, I usually bait at dusk, and then I check in the morning because the rats are nocturnal and they're active at night. And so what I do is I get a plastic bag, just like you see those, you know, as a dog owner, you're used to this. You're used to picking up poop with a plastic bag. You could use 2 if you want. If you want to use gloves, you can use gloves. What I basically do is I just pick up the thing and I use the plastic bag to, in fact, I wouldn't do it over here. I would do it in the dirt. You release it, and then you grab the rat by the tail, and then just like you do with dog poop, you put the plastic over the rat, like this, and you throw it in the garbage. Now, one of the things I've learned over the years, and this is where I'm in San Jose, California, is in the summer it gets pretty hot. And we have garbage collection once a week. We have it on Monday mornings. So what you don't want to do is trap your rat on a Monday night, Tuesday morning, and have it sit in the garbage can for 6 days. I mean, it's horrendous. The smell is... So I do most of my rat trapping on Saturday and Sunday, because at most it's a 1 or 2 days in the can, and even if it gets hot, it gets thrown out. But boy, I had put some rats in like on a Monday, and they sat in there for 6 days, and the temperature was over 90 for the whole week. We couldn't even go near the garbage can. It was just horrible. I'm going to show you one last thing, and then I also want to just remind you, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more content now with the coronavirus. I got not a lot to do other than think about my channel. So one of the things that I did, this is something I came up with. We have roof rats, and they run along the top of the fence line, along the lattice here. And so what I did is I nailed these traps into the little ledger here of the lattice. And so what I can do is I reuse them. So the rats will run along. I'm not going to demonstrate it. Well, I'll show you. I know you like the sound of that rat. Let me find my rat again. Or I don't know. I'll just get a piece of wood or something here. That's not a piece of wood. Okay, we got Ralph back for encore performance, and I didn't bait it, but you know the same thing. Peanut butter, and then you put some walnut and stuff. And so Ralph likes to run along the top, sees that bait. Ah! And that's a successful kill. All right. Just wanted to say good luck with your rat trapping. You got any questions, DM me, send me a message, comment on my video, and look forward to the next episode of Rat Trappers.